Children's education is my full-time job. And on top of that, there are tantrums. What is the spelling of elephant?
E-L-E-F. A big bag. No time for play.
Science, so scary. Study so boring. Can anyone give us a break?
Shall we? Wow, Bento!
Wow, so much knowledge in such a small pack.
Wow, Bento!
Hey, it's like learning and playing at the same time.
Science, never knew. It is so much fun. So interesting.
Entertaining.
I'm a Bento mother. Are you?
And we are Bento children.
Toppers in school and happy in life. Bento is India's leading e-learning company, offering a range of children educational DVDs that help children learn faster and better. Education is good if learning is fun. Trust Bento as your child's education partner.
Bento DVDs are available online on www.bento.co.in and Flipkart. And in physical stores like More, Tunes, Sapna Book House and all major bookshops, toy shops and music shops all over India.
Bento.
Everyone has a right to travel on the road, and to know its rules and regulation is even important. Hi, I'm Varun, and today I'll be discussing with you some of the most important regulations associated with the road rules. When somebody gets ready to drive for the very first time on road, one needs to take many lessons about the road. The most common things the student driver will need are license, enrollment in a driving school, road familiarization, traffic rule test, and road ethics. Out of all this, one fundamental element of driving arises which should always be taken seriously is the comprehensive knowledge of road or traffic signs. Every good driver must have the good knowledge of these signs. Every person, he may be a passenger, driver, pedestrian, would have noticed along the roadside various signboards that serve important purposes. Road signs can be seen on either side of the roads or on the highways through hoardings. They can be displayed in the form of pictures and some really easy pictures which can make it easy for you all to understand it better. So now we are going to discuss on some of the very important road signs. Mandatory road signs. These signs are obligatory on the traffic which uses a specific area of the road. Violation of these signs attract heavy fines and punishments. Stop sign. This is one of the most important and prominent road signs. This sign indicates that driver should immediately stop. No entry sign. This sign tells us that this is a no entry zone. The sign depicts that the entry of the vehicles is prohibited in this area. This could be entry to a restricted area or no traffic zone, so the driver should obey it. Give way sign. This sign is used at roundabouts where a specific lane discipline is to be followed. This sign directs the traffic to give way to the fellow traffic on the right side. The one-way sign. This sign tells us that this is a one-way road. It means that the traffic flowing can go only in one direction. The way beyond this sign restricts the entry of the traffic. All motor vehicles prohibited sign. This sign signifies that there should be no movement of traffic in the designated area either from outside or within. This is used to decongest the area. It is also used at pedestrian areas. Vehicles prohibited in both directions sign. This sign directs that the demarcated area beyond it is prohibited for traffic flow from both the sides. There could be number of reasons for installing these signs, such as pedestrians area only, area under repair, security reasons, etc. Truck prohibited sign. As sign itself speaks the area designated in a no entry zone for trucks or heavy motor vehicles. These could be narrow lanes or congested areas where entry of heavy transport vehicles could obstruct smooth flow of traffic. Cycle prohibited sign. In order to ensure the safety of cyclists, certain road signs which are meant for fast moving vehicles are prohibited for cyclists, so the cyclist should not use the road where this sign has been installed. Right turn prohibited sign. This sign directs drivers not to turn towards right side in any circumstances. Pedestrians prohibited. This sign restricts the movement of pedestrian on the road or the adjoining area. This could be lane for fast moving vehicles, highways, etc. This could be installed at intersection where alternate crossing arrangements like underpass, footover bridge, etc. are there for crossing the roads. U-turn prohibited sign. This sign can be seen at some of the busy intersections on roads. The U-turn at these intersections could result in major accidents or traffic jams. The driver should not violate this sign to avoid fine and any untoward incident. Overtaking prohibited sign. With advancement in highways and automobile technology, speed of the vehicle has increased. With this, overtaking has become very crucial on the roads. Places where the roads are narrow, at bridges, at turns, overtaking becomes dangerous. At these places, this sign is installed which prohibits overtaking, ensuring safety. Now this sign tells us that this is a silent zone, which means that blowing horn unnecessarily is restricted in this road. Now this is a no parking zone, which means that you cannot park your vehicle here as it would interrupt the flow of the traffic. This can make you pay heavy duties and fines. Width limit sign. This sign indicates the width of the vehicle which is allowed to enter the zone beyond it. The vehicle with the width above 2 meters is restricted to enter this zone. This could be a bridge or a narrow lane. The speed limit sign. You may find these kind of signboards on the road. This is a speed limit road. The sign signifies that the truck which are traveling on this road should not be more than 25 kilometers per hour and the cars which are traveling on this road should not be more than 40 kilometers per hour. Height limit sign. There are certain roads which pass under the bridges, railway lines, etc. of low height. To avoid any untoward incident, authorities earmark height of vehicles which can easily pass under the bridges. The specified limit should be strictly adhered to avoid accidents and penal action. Restriction ends sign. Any restriction conveyed through the signs or road ends here. This sign indicates that the restriction imposed by the sign or signs is no more valid beyond this point. However, drivers should not be complacent and take care of all the safety measures to avoid accidents. The compulsory turn left sign. One has to turn towards left after seeing this sign. This may have been installed due to diversions. Compulsory turn right ahead. This sign directs the drivers to turn right only. Obeying this sign will lead to safety and hassle-free drive. Compulsory ahead sign. This sign indicates that the traffic should move in a straight direction and turning to either sides would lead to penal action and safety hazards. Compulsory ahead or turn right sign. This sign directs the traffic to either move straight or take right turn. turning towards left is prohibited. The compulsory ahead or turn left sign. This sign directs the traffic to either move straight or take left turn. Turning towards the right is prohibited. Violation of these signs may jeopardize your safety and may also lead to penal action. Compulsory sound horn sign. There are some conditions when blowing horn becomes compulsory. While maneuvering a blind turn, especially in hilly areas, blowing horn before turns is one of the safety measures. Whenever you see the signs, blow horn to let oncoming traffic know your presence on the road. The compulsory bus stop sign. This sign shows that all the buses, the public transport, will compulsorily stop at this place. This sign tells us that the traffic should always be on the left side of the road, as this direction means the left. Drivers, overspeeding, rash driving, violation of rules, failure to understand signs, fatigue, alcohol. Pedestrians, carelessness, illiteracy, crossing at wrong places, moving on carriageway, jaywalkers. Passengers, projecting their body outside vehicle by talking to drivers, alighting and boarding vehicles from wrong side, traveling on footboards, catching a running bus, etc. Vehicles, failure of brakes or steering, tire burst, insufficient headlights, overloading, projecting loads. Road conditions, potholes, damaged road, eroded road, merging of rural roads with highways, diversion, illegal speed breakers. Weather conditions, fog, snow, heavy rainfall, windstorms, hailstorms, etc. Cautionary road signs. These signs are meant to caution the driver about the hazards or the situations lying ahead on the road. The driver should obey these for his safety. Though violation of these road signs do not attract any legal action, they are very important for the fact that avoiding them could result in major accidents. This sign tells us that there is a hump on the road ahead. These humps are basically built to avoid accidents and clashes. Right-hand curve sign. This sign cautions you about a right-hand curve on the road ahead. This helps you in maneuvering vehicles accordingly and nullifies the possibility of accidents due to sudden appearance of turn. The narrow bridge sign. Sometimes road converges to a bridge which is of less width than that of the road. This sign is erected before such bridges which are narrower than the road. The driver should reduce the speed and watch the oncoming traffic for safe drive. Slippery road signs. This sign indicates the slippery conditions of the road ahead. This condition could be due to seepage of water or oil spills, etc. The driver should invariably slow down the vehicle at the sight of this sign to avoid accidents. Loose gravel sign. This sign is usually erected on hilly roads where loose earth or gravel keeps on falling on the roads. Drivers should drive slowly and carefully after this sign, as little carelessness can cause major accidents here. Cycle crossing sign. This road sign indicates that there is a cycle path intersecting the major road. The driver should carefully cross the intersection so that cyclists could cross the major road safely. The school ahead sign. This road sign indicates that there is a school ahead or nearby. Driver is required to slow down the vehicle and drive carefully to avoid accidents. Children often try to cross the road by running or make unprecedented moves. So for their safety, always drive carefully near schools. This sign tells us that there is a pedestrian crossing ahead. The pedestrian crossing is also popularly known as the zebra crossing. This sign indicates that the people who are walking on the road can cross the road on this crossing. Men at work sign. This sign shows that there is some repairing or cleaning undertaken on the road and the workers are involved in it. People working on the road need safety from the traffic, and hence this sign is erected before the site of repair on the road. This sign tells us that the road widens ahead. This means that the road widens right after this signboard so that the traffic adjusts accordingly. The crossroad sign. This sign indicates that there is a crossing of roads ahead. This sign indicates that the vehicle should be slowed and intersection should be crossed cautiously by looking at both the sides. This sign shows us that there is a railway crossing ahead which is guarded by two barriers, which closes when the train is about to reach and which opens when the train passes by. Side road right sign. This sign indicates that there is a right side turn on the road in addition to straight movement of the road. This helps the driver in planning his route and also guides him about the additional roads provisions. Side road left sign. This sign indicates that there is a left side turn on the road in addition to the straight movement of road. This helps driver in planning his route and also guides him about the additional road provisions. Y intersection sign. These road signs depict the actual formation of the road ahead. The road is divided into two in the shape of Y. This helps the driver in managing the intersection carefully. Staggered intersection sign. This sign indicates that there is a left and a right turn available on the straight road with the